Open, close. Well, because we are going to have a text. Let me show it to you. And it's over. Here we saw the video of the 21 and over. This is forming adjectives, so we should be here. Yes, here we are. So let's go to the reading, part 2. The name of this exercise is called Open, Close, with Z. And let me show you what it is all about. So you will see this text. And as you can see, it has some gaps, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These gaps should be filled with prepositions as far as I know. Oh, no. It can be either a preposition and a conjunction, or, well, a conjunction and a prepositions are connectors. So technically, it can be any type of connector that you may need, or sometimes you need some verbs. Sometimes you need some verbs, you need to analyze the idea to check if you need some, what will be the most correct word in each sentence. So that's gonna be the first tip that I'm gonna give you. The first tip is that you'll see that you need connectors, but they may be verbs too. So don't get super obsessed with connectors. It can be a verb, but it can be another type of word. Okay. There is not a lot of problem in this exercise, so we are not going to spend a long time explaining vocabulary or etc. So let's start right now with the first 10 minutes so we can start doing it. So is Isaac ready? Can you hear me, man?
Yes, sure.
Cool. Let's practice and let's start with this exercise, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, action. Let's go. time. All right. Let me see
Okay.
how you think in English. Difficult?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There are, I was checking the exercise and there are some phrasal verbs that we need. So let's see how much we can get. So, number one, read a full sentence.
I.
Yeah, go.
Okay. In January 1920, in 1952,
Mhm.
3 years old medical student Ernesto Che Guevara and his friend Alberto Granado. Sorry,
Read the age again.
the what?
The age.
Oh, the age 23,
Mhm.
23 year old.
Exactly. There's no years.
Yes,
You
yeah,
know.
sorry.
In this
In
case,
January,
when you
yes.
see every time you see the hyphen, you are talking about a conjunction, a conjuncted or a form adjective, an adjective that is formed by different words. And adjectives are never plural. That's the reason we don't say year in this case.
Okay,
Get it?
yes, I have noticed that.
Yeah, new stuff.
Okay, sorry. In January 1952, 23-year-old medical student Ernesto Che Guevara and his friend Alberto Granado, a 29-year-old biochemist, said, I'm not sure about that. I think it's set away
Set
from
away.
Buenos Aires, Argentina, on a sputtering single cylinder motorbike.
Okay, what type of cylinder are we talking about?
Uh, s- I don't know, spotting?
The last pronunciation, the first time
Yeah,
you pronounced that word correctly.
sputtering?
Uh-huh.
Okay, spotting single cylinder motorbike.
Exactly. So be careful because you
Yeah.
said cylinder.
Okay.
Mhm. So read it again so it can get in your mind.
Right. On a sputtering single, how say, cylinder motorbike.
Excellent. That's
Okay.
correct. Good. I'm not gonna tell you. You need to remember the pronunciations. That's the most important.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Okay, good brother. So you said set away. That word doesn't exist.
Okay.
Some phrasal verbs, Oxford Dictionary. Let's see what happens if I look for set away. Yeah, no. These two words together don't go together. Probably it would be go away or whatever.
Yes, I was
But
thinking of something like that because
uh
I felt that good match with the question.
the question exactly. And the problem with that was that we had the word, the verb that we couldn't change. So that was a little bit tricky. There is a word, and it's not a vocabulary matter in this case, that says um, set sail.
Set sail. Um, okay.
And
Is it
I'm not sure if that's the answer.
okay?
From or for? Let me check.
Okay.
Aha, you have from. So probably it's this one. Let's check. Read the definition.
Yes. Set sail to begin a trip by sea. A liner setting sail from New York. We set sail for from France at high tide. Mm, it could be, but I have an issue with the words by sea because they use a motorcycle,
Mm,
no?
that is true.
Yes.
Then it's not sail. No, it cannot be sail then. Because in the definition it says that it's from water.
Yeah.
Said. Okay, there's another phrasal verb. Let's go for set. Set phrasal verbs. Look at this.
Okay. Begin a journey. Okay. Yes, I think that it fits better, no?
It fits better.
Yeah.
Set out, set to, set up, and set upon. There's not another. To attack, set up, to provide. No, definitely it's not set up. Set to begin
I
doing
wrote
something.
set up.
Set out.
Yeah.
No,
No,
set
set
out.
up. Set up.
Set up? No, that doesn't make sense because set up is
Please,
to
around.
synonym arrange. Oh, but set out can be too.
Yes. Julia, please, a begin a journey.
Then
Set up. Set up exists.
yeah, it
I,
exists, but
But
it
it's
means
something different, no?
yeah,
it
it's
means
incorrect.
arrange.
Yes.
Do you know what is arrange, Rafa?
Arrange.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't think so.
Similar to organize, but in a schedule. For example, let's say that we are going to have a meeting at 10 o'clock. We arrange the meeting at 10 o'clock at the lobby of Fiesta Americana. You know, that will
Okay.
be the arrangement, like a deal. So,
Okay.
synonym for arrange, set up. Let's set up the meeting at 10 o'clock in the lobby of blah blah blah.
Set out was an option too, no?
Set out was an option. It was set out or set off. Any of these two. That's why at the beginning of the exercise, I was telling you that you will probably need a connector. A connector in
Yeah.
prepositions, conjunctions, or verbs.
Well, there are another part with set with the beginning set
Yes, a lot.
in this exercise.
Oh, in the exercise? Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's see in a moment. Let's see in a moment. At the end, over here can be off or can be out.
Okay.
Okay, in a moment we're gonna see if that one is correct. Okay? From Buenos Aires, Argentina, exporting single cylinder motorbike. Okay.
It's set out or what? What's the other one? Set out
Or remember
set off?
a synonym for away. Try to associate it. In the past, we saw this connector as similar to away.
No. Set off? No.
Again?
Set off?
Yes.
Okay.
F.
Yeah.
You see, remember that the word off is similar to away. We saw
Okay,
that
okay.
in the important adverbs 2 months ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So off or out, we're gonna see in a moment.
Okay.
Read the next sentence, Rafa.
They wanted to discover what South America they had read about in books.
Uh-oh. What happened in South America?
They wanted to discover.
Blank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they wanted to discover what.
Don't give me the answer. Don't give me the answer. I'm checking pronunciation. What happened in South America?
They wanted to discover what South America they had read about in books.
Had read. Check that sentence. Your pronunciation is wrong.
They had read, isn't it correct?
Totally, because the verb read is present, and you can never put a verb in present after had. What is the past participle for read?
Read.
That's a mistake.
Oh, okay. I understand. They had
Okay.
read about in books.
Excellent, very good. So you said what?
Yeah.
No, they wanted to discover what South America they had. What South America? Sounds weird, no?
You know it?
If you say what, you are using the connector what is to put two verbs corresponding to one person. Or no. The word what connects two ideas. For example, I want you to remember what we saw the other day. Idea number one, person verb complement, I want you to remember. Idea number two, we saw the other day, person verb complement again. Do you agree?
Yes.
In this case, we have two subjects, South America and they. Therefore, doesn't make sense. If you collocate what, you transform into South America into a subject.
Mhm.
Do you have let's try to consider that. Think about a second answer. While Isaac, give me your option. What word did you put number two?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
I
okay.
was thinking on the or maybe about.
Yeah. About. If you see about, then we have about here.
Oh yes, no, then
That doesn't make
forget
sense.
that.
But the word
And
the can be.
yeah,
That can
That is
be.
the answer.
That can be.
maybe
Can be.
Discover that. They wanted to discover that. So they
But
had.
why the South America?
because they are talking about a specific South America, no? The one that they maybe imagine when they were reading the books.
Exactly, and a specific version of South
Yes,
America. Because we have seen that when you are talking about countries and geography locations, we never used
yes, we
that.
don't use that.
But in this particular case, as Isaac says, they had read about a version of South America, and this version of South America is indicated with an article that.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yes, I agree with Isaac.
Totally. We are talking about uh, rules of articles. In this case, we saw that in the second month or third month, something like that. Okay, let's pass to the next. Isaac, what do you have? Read the next sentence.
Yes, South America. So they have by the end of the journey, they have traveled about over 8,000 kilometers across, kilometers across such inhospitable places like the Andes, the Atacama Desert, and the Amazon Basin.
Great, good job. It can be like, and it can be also such as, but in
Yeah,
the instruction, we have that we need to only use one word. In the exam, is the same. You need to use only one word.
okay.
Good. Sounds good. Let's check Rafa. Number four.
The journey had a significant impact on Guevara. Then, Guevara, after witnessing extreme poverty and social injustice, vowed to do something about it.
What did he do to something about it?
Vowed
Yes, very good. Vote complete.
to do something about it.
Good job. So in this case, you said then.
Then, yes.
That's possible. The journey had a significant event that then, after witnessing extreme poverty and social injustice, vowed to do something about it. Okay. Vow, new vocabulary. The verb pronunciation, Prana?
Bow. Bow.
vow,
Okay, definition.
To make a formal and serious promise to do something or a formal statement that is true. Vow to do something. She vowed never to speak to him again. It's like a promise.
Exactly. More than that. Is to swear. There's another
Serious
synonym.
promise.
Sorry, what?
A serious promise.
A serious promise, exactly. Something that is very, very formal, something to do. When a person gets married, they speak their vows at the
Yeah.
church, you know? And then
Okay.
after some years, they renew their vows.
Yeah.
That's the word. Okay. I like your answer, Rafa. Let's see what the system says. Let's go with Isaac, number 5.
Just the
Pronunciation.
most the
The,
most significant moment for Guevara was his visit to the leper colony.
good. It doesn't say the leper colony.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The most significant moment for Guevara was his visit to a leper colony.
Good. Good. Much better.
What's leper?
Excellent question. A leper. A person who has the disease of leprosy. Oh.
Mm, okay, yes, it makes sense because he was worried about the how to say the illnesses that
You,
people may have.
and he was a doctor
Yes,
also. Okay. So you said the most.
yes.
Excellent. How did you get to that answer?
Because there and it was something significant, so it is. I think that it was like a really important, or maybe the most important moment during the trip. So something really important that is how to say like highlight from the rest of the trip.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a good way. Okay. Perfect. The most. Let's pass to number 6, Rafa.
Yes. It was here that Guevara decided. I don't know if I am correct here. It was here that Guevara decided up to continue his career in institutional medicine.
Decided up.
Yeah.
And why did you use up?
Uh, well, I think this sentence is correct without an extra word.
Well, yes, definitely that. We need a word that's definitely correct, but I probably you have heard in the past the word come up with
Yeah,
or a phrasal verb that probably you know. So
yeah.
you were trying to take an educated guess. But it was a visit to leprechaun. It was here that God decided. Decided.
I
Dang.
think that it's in negative, no?
Oh,
Not
okay.
to continue.
Because we are talking about injustice, institutional medicine. Yes, he was going as a student, right?
Yeah,
That makes sense, brother. Good job. So, what's the word that you need?
not to continue.
Exactly. Mhm. That's a very good guess.
No.
To continue. In the past, when we saw verbs, infinity verbs, no, with the verb get, help, etc., we saw that the negative is not to instead of to not. To not is a common mistake. So that lesson can help you in this case. So in the case of Rafa, you need to understand the context of what we are saying. Don't think about only one sentence. Think about the full reading. What is the
Yeah, you're right.
paragraph? Okay. Good job, Isaac. Number 7.
Yes. Instead, he. Come on, I don't have.
You don't have that one.
Let,
Okay.
let me check. Let me check my answer. No, I don't have one. I don't have an answer for that, but let me check. Instead, he become a doctor of the people. Instead, he. I'm not sure. Maybe decided, but no, I'm not sure because we did a connector too. No, decided
Yes.
to become. Yeah, he he become a doctor. No, teacher.
If you think about the 3 components of a sentence, right? What are they?
Subject,
Subject,
verb, and complement.
verb, and complement, right?
Yeah.
We have a subject and
Mm-hmm.
we have the verb. The subject, when it's a pronoun, it
Mm-hmm.
cannot be more than one word. Never. If it's a pronoun, it's only one word.
Okay.
Then we need to check if the verb has more than one word. Because if I tell you in the idea, I am going to the movies, which is the verb?
I'm going.
Wrong. Is going
Oh,
is the verb.
going. Okay.
The full section that includes all the verbs, that is the verb,
Okay. Okay.
right? Therefore, yes, of course, we have learned in the past that the verb is only one word, but that's kindergarten English. Talking about intermediate, we need to consider that verbs sometimes have 2, 3, 4, 5 words, including the connectors. So if I tell you, I am going to go and watch a movie, the verb is
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go and watch, the
Okay.
6
Okay.
words. What type of word goes before a simple verb or a past participle verb?
Yes, I was thinking in past participle with he
Yes,
maybe had.
he had become, that's possible.
Yes, he had become a doctor of people.
But what about he would become?
Was become yes.
You are not considering the simple present. Well, not the present, the simple form.
Mm-hmm.
And the usage of would. Would is a word used to speak about things. It's like a past will, like when you
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
say,
yes. Yeah.
remember?
Pass wheel. Okay. Yes. Yes.
So here we have a
Okay.
debate.
That's difficult.
Exactly. How do you know if it's would or had? You need to know that because of the context. If you say to continue his career in medicine, when he stopped institutional medicine, the next step later was to become the doctor of the people.
Okay.
Then you need to check sequences. What happened first?
He decided to not to continue.
Not to continue. For
Mm-hmm.
that reason, I put my money that is not had. Because had inverts the situation,
Yes, yes, I remember that one.
right? So I would say that is would.
Okay.
Only because of that, I would imagine that it is would. But there are some surprises we're gonna see in a moment.
Okay.
Okay? The last one, number 8. Rafa, what do you have?
Tending into who could not afford the treatment.
Tending into. This is a chunk. What connector fits better with the word tend? Tending into. That sounds weird.
What's standing?
What's tending? Okay, okay. Let's go from the verb tend.
And to do something, to be likely to do something, or to happen in a particular way because this is what often or usually happens. Okay, yes, I get it.
This is a very good answer. A very good example. Women tend to live longer than men. This is similar to say women used to live or
Yeah.
usually live longer than men.
Yes, and well, that's interesting, no? Because there is a connector in all
Exactly.
examples. Yeah.
Do you remember collocations?
Sorry?
Do you remember collocations or word chunks?
No.
Come on, that's it. What was the first class we had? Jesus Christ, come on. What am I going to
Teacher,
do with you?
no,
Let's help Rafa.
no, I would like to see again the
The word. Well, in a
the
moment,
exercise. Yeah.
Wait. First, we need to check the term chunk. Read this section, Isaac.
Okay. Term chunk refers to a group of connected words that are treated as single concepts. Here are examples of chunks. On the other hand, at the moment, as a result, first of all, language chunks as also known as lexical phrases and collocation.
Language chunks. What?
Language chunks are also known as lexical phrases and collocations.
That's correct. Okay. Yeah, because you said language chunks as. That doesn't make
No,
sense.
no, yes.
Right. What's the point of this? Let's see the first example. On the other hand,
On the other hand.
if you say in the other hand, that's incorrect
Mm-hmm.
because the word on goes together with the
With,
phrase.
okay, yes, you
That's a
cannot separate
collocation.
them.
It's not that you cannot separate it because you can.
Oh, well, yes, but the meaning is different now.
Exactly. They already. No. It's not the meaning, the one that is affected. People don't say it.
Okay.
People don't say it. They never say in the other hand. So it's a usual cultural positioning of words. That's why it's called collocation, because they collocate words together culturally,
Okay.
right? And that particular thing is what we have in the dictionary. In the dictionary, we have the connector to directly together with tend. Not because it's a rule, but because people use it together,
Okay, yes.
right? So the word into sounds strange. The word onto would sound strange. From, towards, all of that, any other connector would sound strange to an American person. You see, that's a chunk. And we practice this a lot. It's like I'm surprised that you don't remember that.
What, the collocation or the tending to?
The collocations.
No, yes, I remember now that I saw the meaning, but I just forget for a moment.
Yeah, that's something that you must have in mind because some of these sensors are gotten like a location. So actually, let's take notes about what worked in this case. In this particular exercise, worked that it was a connector or possibly verbs. You will need a wide knowledge of phrasal verbs.
And collocations.
Exactly, and you will need to be familiar with many collocations and word chunks for this particular exercise, right? The most significant moment. That's also considered. It can be considered a chunk because context and everything helps us.
Yes.
The word then. No, that's not considered a chunk. And that will be it. This was grammar. Meaning of would. We need to study the meaning of your modal verbs. How do you use them in the case you need it? And that one was very good. So let's check the answers.
Come on.
See, Jesus. Oh, crap. Well, of course, this one is wrong.
Yes.
Because I have 2 words. It can only be one. Oh, okay. Off is correct, okay? Do you remember that we said such
yes.
as?
Or as only.
Aha. As the Andes, the Atacama Desert, and the Amazon Basin. This one is tricky.
Yes.
This one is tricky because as a preposition, as is similar to like.
Yes, that's why I choose like.
So this one can be tricky. In an official exam, there are no tricks. It can be only one. And if there is a trick, they give you the point if you choose one, any of the 2 options. So in this particular case, I think this is a website issue.
Yes, because both are correct, no?
Exactly. Yeah, both are correct. Exactly. The one that I am more interested in is in this one. Because we said then. So, Rafa, you said then. That means that you and me, we never paid attention that here there was a comma, not a period.
Yes.
Teacher.
If there is a period, you need them. Then is never used after a comma. Never, 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 never. So take a note on that. Got it? Next. It was would, precisely. It was not had. It was not had because we are talking about something that happened after he left the institution of medicine. This is technically a reported speech. So you say, my mother told me that he would go to the supermarket. And the original message was, Fernando, I will go to the supermarket. Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Right? Sure?
Yes.
Hello? Did you hear the message of the reported speech?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yes.
all right, and the last one I'm very worried because we said 2, and here tending those who could not afford the treatment. Then this is not a definition.
And then those, tending those.
And also, of course, we cannot say tending to who? No, come on, teacher.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was incorrect. No, 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 no. Tend to take a particular direction, to care for somebody. Okay, doctors and nurses tended the injured.
And
I didn't know this definition.
us to is similar to curve. Okay, yes.
To care for. Oh, tending. Those, no, this was very important. Take a note on the word tending, no? In
Yeah.
the dictionary, there is no level indication. It's B1 in general. So, tending. That was a problem. Holy, what an exercise! You see, this exam is hard. I have made a couple of them, and I'm like, Jesus, like sometimes they're tricky. There you go. How do you feel after this?
Disappointed.
Disappointed. Of who?
No, it's really confusing, man. There are a lot of factors that you need to pay attention.
Lots. Lots,
Yes,
lots, lots.
yes.
Yes.
And I'm worried about the time because I mean, we are reviewing it like carefully and everything, but I know that when we are presenting the exam, we won't have at the same time that we have now.
Exactly. Yes, we already spent 1 hour in one exercise.
Yes.
And that is that we have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. It's 45 minutes per exercise, per section. So, yes, I mean, we need to take care of that. 45 minutes for reading, and then other 45 minutes for use of language. So technically, the exam will be in 2 days. 1 hour and 30 minutes for reading and writing, for reading and use of language, and the other day for speaking and listening. Because
Okay.
we cannot finish in 1 hour in one class. We need to
Yeah,
divide it into.
of course.
So there we go, guys. Open, close. UP said Mario. So take a note and let's pass to the next word. Open, close. Part 3. Word formation. In this section, this is exactly the same section that we did on Thursday when we finished the exercise early. We finished that class by doing an exercise where you need to modify these words and use the correct suffix or prefix to make it fit the context correctly.
Yes.
You remember it,
Yeah.
right? You will have 10 minutes to finish this section. In the case of Jimena, are you there?
Yeah, teacher.
Excellent, girl. Are you gonna do the exercise?
Yes.
That's the spirit. Guys, we have 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3, action. Okay, pause, pause, pause. Sylvie, are you there? Maybe she
I
cannot
think
speak.
yes, she can speak. She's on her
Okay,
way.
okay, no problem. Then try to do the exercise on a notepad or something, and yeah, send it later. Okay.
Teacher.
What's up?
Where is number 6?
Mm, oh, I don't know.
Okay. There is a number 6.
Okay, probably the number is wrong, but we have the correct amount of words.
Yes.
1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So don't worry about it. You just
Okay. Oh, thanks.
Time's up. Time's up. Let's check. Number 1. Rafa, what do you have?
The first one, teacher.
Yep.
Could I just change it? Well, after the recent floods, Conservationist.
Uh-oh. Again.
Conservative. Oh, yeah.
If
Memory.
you remove the suffix "ist," what do you get?
Conservation.
So that pronunciation with "ist."
Conservationist.
Excellent. That's the
After
one.
the recent floods, conservationists are calling for beavers. Beavers? Yeah, beavers to be reintroduced to retain.
Pronunciation.
Retain.
Where? Exactly. Written. The AI
Retain.
doesn't
To
sound.
retain.
Exactly.
To
Listen.
retain.
Britain,
Britain. To Britain.
Britain,
Yeah. Reintroduce to Britain. You may wonder how animals that build dams prevent floods. It's floods? When surely the opposite is true.
You are correct, brother. The word is surely. You need to transform sure into an adverb. Yes, sir. We're coming good places. We're going places. Let's go to number 2. Isaac.
Yes, number 2. However, beavers, how do you pronounce beavers?
That's a good approximation.
Beavers construct dams in uplands areas, creating small pools uh, and let me see my answer. I'm not sure. Is deviations.
Okay,
I think that
deviations.
we need a noun, but I don't know how
Right.
to transform the verb to a noun.
Deviation. Actually, the word deviation exists.
Okay.
By definition,
Mhm.
divert, which is a C1 word,
Okay.
is to make somebody change direction.
Okay. Yes.
So when you divert from your route, the map will evaluate the traffic. I don't know.
Oh yes. Yes. I
No?
knew.
Divert. You said what did you say?
The deviations.
Aha, exactly. Deviation, and that is a very good, I guess, the act of moving away. Or deviant, a person who behaves differently from what the most people consider to be normal acceptable.
No, but, is it a noun? It's more like an adjective.
No, this is not.
Okay.
But that doesn't make sense. Like we are not talking about this.
Yes, we are not talking about that person.
Yeah, no. I will be probably this one, but deviation. When we are talking about highways, I think the word is deviation too.
Okay.
And of course, if highways use deviation, then water flows use them too.
Yes, it makes sense.
Retain water, release water. Oh yes. I have a doubt in this one. Okay, so we're gonna check what's up. Okay, number 3, Jimena, what do you have?
That reaching water and release water to lowland areas much more gradually.
Gradually, very good. Very good. That sounds very good. Be careful. In this type of exercises, you need to spell the word correctly. Okay? If you write gradual with only one L, that will be considered a mistake.
Yes, we need to.
Is the word
Link.
L and then Li. Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Good. Be careful with also if you have the word surely, it doesn't need a double L because the original word is not with double L, or it doesn't have an L. Only words that end in L have double L as an adverb. Okay. So let's go with number 4. Rafa.
Until the 16th century, beavers lived wild in parts of Britain, but they were hunted to. Give me a moment, I need to check it. Hunted to extinction.
Hunted to
Or
extinction.
therefore.
Aha. Very good. Very nice. I like it. Guys, do you know what is a beaver? Before we
No,
continue.
no, just because the context.
I can imagine, yeah,
By the context, what do you imagine, Rafa?
like castor in Spanish.
You are correct. It's a beaver. Aha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you need to take touch with your childhood, because you saw Nickelodeon and you saw Cartoon Network, you saw a lot of material that was never in Spanish. Some texts and some words that appear on screen were actually in English, so you need to pay attention to those details. You see? So you say, okay, I don't know the word, or probably you knew, but you didn't. You need to spend more time expanding your no exploring the language in many different ways. Okay. So yes, the next one, Isaac.
Yes, let's see for however, recently, I'm not sure about that. Let me check. Majority British wildlife organizations have applied to reintroduce beavers, sorry, to the countryside.
Good. Recently, what?
Recently, variety.
Variety. That's a very good. Recently, variety. Sounds weird.
Yes, because I think that we need like a connector variety of British wildlife organization.
For that reason, we cannot
Yes,
say that it's variety.
recently, Maori is the verb, variety I think is will be the noun.
What word do you need? What kind of word do you need?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Recently, maybe an adjective
How do you know it's an adjective?
because I'm trying to describe the British Wild Organizations.
Excellent. Very good. For that reason, you need an adjective. So the word very is a
Very,
verb.
yeah.
How do you change that verb into an adjective?
Adding ed at the end, very.
Exactly. Very good. That's the correct word.
Okay.
Very British wildlife organizations, which is similar to say many British wildlife organizations.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Next, go Jimena. What do you have?
Tourism.
Tourism, but read, complete, come on. What are you doing?
Okay.
Action.
Along with their potential value in flood prevention, they would create wetland, habit,
Mhm.
habitats and promote tourism.
Very good job. The word is correct, but I want you to pronounce this. How do you pronounce this?
Flood.
Exactly.
flood,
Right? A flood is when a territory is covered in water.
When what?
A territory is covered in water.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's the one. Very good. Very, very good. So, Silvana, do you have the last two?
I think she cannot speak yet.
She can speak yet? Okay,
No,
because she was sending messages on the chat.
oh, really?
Yes,
Pardon me. Maybe she sent the answer by chat.
yeah, probably. Such measures are controversial. In the first one, you are correct. Yes, of course. Controversial. And the last one, leaders recently introduced Estonia have flooded large areas of forests and the same agriculture. Nah, we need to change the word. In the case of Rafa, what do you have?
The last one.
Uh,
Uh, I'm sorry. Un agricultor?
on agriculture,
Yeah, I don't know.
like on with the prefix on,
Yeah,
that doesn't exist. No,
no.
with the agriculture, the nah, come on, that doesn't exist. Agriculture. Isaac, what do you have?
Agricultural?
Exactly. Nobody used the cognate agricultural. Let me check if this exists. Yeah, agricultural connected with science and practice of farming. Yeah, makes sense. So the most important part, check answers. Let's go. Oh no, deviation. It was not deviation, and it was not varied, and it was not. What else? Extinction. Okay, let's see these three. One, two, three. Ah, my spelling. Diversions.
Diversions.
Diversion.
What did I say?
Deviation.
Deviation. Oh, yes.
The act of changing the direction that somebody or something is following. Ah, this makes more sense than the other.
Yes.
Deviation is the act of moving away. And we are not moving away. The beavers don't move away. The waves don't move away. So that doesn't make sense. Diversion is for rivers. Look. Again, collocations. If we are talking about rivers, we need to use the word diversion. I didn't know either that one. So don't blame you on this one.
Okay.
And here, it was not varied British wildlife organizations. It was various British wildlife organizations.
Various. It's a noun, various?
No, you said what word you needed?
Oh, an adjective.
An adjective. Yes. So the word varied exists too, but the context and the meaning changes according to the context. Wow, right?
Yes, typical.
Welcome to for the first certificate practice. It's not a gameplay. You know, it has some big brain moments. So let's keep on practicing, okay? Yeah, let's keep on practicing. If you want and you have free time, let me know so I can send you more exercises. If you have free time, right? Because all of us are very busy. But let me know, okay? Let's
Okay,
continue
teacher.
with the rest tomorrow. And that will be, we did only 2 exercises, right?
Yes.
Then for homework, we don't have an exercise. Okay, it's gonna be just 2 words, 2 exercises, okay? Let me send it to you on WhatsApp. This is going to be 6:30. Word 1. And homework 2. And you tell me tomorrow what you found. It's very simple, eh? You can finish it in less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay? Trust yourself, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you, teacher. Thanks.
Bye. See you later.